Good morning, students. Let us continue with the chapter number 12, Biotechnology and its application. Transgenic animals. Animals that have had their DNA manipulated to possess and express an extra or foreign gene that are known as transgenic animals. Transgenic rat, rabbit, pig, sheep, cows, and fish have been produced, although over 95% of all existing transgenic animals are mice. Why are these animals produced? Let us try to understand. First, normal physiology and development. Transgenic animals can be specifically designed to allow the study of how genes are regulated and how they affect the normal function of the body and its development. Example, study of complex factors involved in growth such as insulin like growth factor by introducing genes from other species that alter the formation of these factors and studying the biological effects that result. Information is obtained about the biological role of the factor in the body. Next is the study of disease. Many transgenic animals are designed to increase our understanding of how genes contribute to the development of disease. These are specially made to serve as models for human diseases so that investigation of new treatments for diseases is made possible. Today, transgenic models exist for many human diseases such as cancer, cystic fibrosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and Alzheimer's disease. Biological products, medicines required to treat certain human diseases, can contain biological products, but such products are often expensive to make. Transgenic animals that produce useful biological products can be created by introduction of the portion of DNA that is for gene. When codes for a particular product such as human protein alpha 1 antitrypsin used to treat emphysema. Similarly, attempts are being made for treatment of phenylketonuria PKU and cystic fibrosis. In 1997, the first transgenic cow, Rosie, produced human protein enriched milk 2.4 grams per liter. The milk contained the human alpha lactalbumin and was nutritionally more balanced milk than natural cow milk. Next is vaccine safety. Transgenic mice are being developed for use in testing the safety of the vaccines before they are used on human. Transgenic mice are being used to test the safety of the polio vaccine. If successful and found to be reliable, they could replace the use of monkeys to test the safety of batches of the vaccine. Chemical safety testing. This is known as toxicity safety testing. The procedure is same as that is used for testing of toxicity of drugs. Transgenic animals are made that carry gene which make them more sensitive to the toxic substances than non-transgenic animals. They are then exposed to the toxic substances and effects studied. Toxicity testing in such animals allow us to get the results in a very less time. Ethical issues regarding this recombinant technologies and transgenic animals. The manipulation of living organisms by the human race cannot go on any further without regulation. Some ethical standards are required to evaluate the morality of all human activity that might help or harm living organisms. Going beyond the morality of such issues, the biological significance of such thing is also important. Genetic modification of organism can have unpredictable results when such organisms are introduced into the ecosystem. Therefore, the Indian government has set up organizations such as GEAC, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee, which will make decisions regarding the validity of GM research and the safety of introducing GM organisms for public services. The modification or usage of the living organism for public services as food and medicine source, for example, has also created problems with the patients. There is growing public anger that certain companies are being granted patents for products and technologies that make use of genetic material, plant, and other biological researches that have long been identified, developed, and used by the farmers and indigenous people of a specific region or a country. This is the major problem. Rice is an important food grain, the presence of which goes back thousands of years in Asia's agriculture history. There are an estimated 2 lakh varieties of rice in India alone. The diversity of rice in India is one of the richest in the world. Basmati rice is distinct for its unique aroma and flavor, and 27 documented varieties of basmati are grown in India. There is reference to basmati in ancient texts, folklore, and poetry as it has been grown for centuries. In 1997, an American company got patent rights on basmati rice through the US Patent and Trademark Office. This allowed the company to sell a new variety of basmati in the US and abroad. This new variety of basmati had actually been derived from Indian farmers' variety. Indian basmati was crossed with semi dwarf varieties and claimed as an invention or a novelty. The patent extends to functional equivalence, implying that other people selling basmati rice could be restricted by the patent. Several attempts have also been made to patent uses, products, and processes based on Indian traditional herbal medicines. Example, turmeric, neem. If we were not vigilant and we do not immediately counter these patent applications, other countries, individuals may encash on our rich legacy and we may not be able to do anything about it. And our varieties will be patented on their name, and it is disgusting because we cannot sell them afterwards. Biopiracy. It is the term used to refer to the use of bioresources by multinational companies and other organizations without proper authorization from the country and the people concerned without compensatory payment. Most of the industrial nations are rich financially but poor in biodiversity and traditional knowledge. In contrast, the developing and the underdeveloped world is rich in biodiversity and traditional knowledge related to the bioresources. Traditional knowledge related to bioresources can be exploited to develop modern applications and can also be used to save time, effort, and expenditure during their commercialization. There has been growing realization of the injustice, inadequate compensation, and benefit sharing between developed and developing countries. Therefore, some nations are developing laws to prevent such unauthorized exploitation of their bioresources and traditional knowledge. The Indian Parliament has recently cleared the amendment of the Indian Patent Bill that takes such issues into consideration, including patent term, emergency provisions, and research and development initiative.